So, SEMA, how was that? It was my first year in a long time being back because, like I said in the first video, I quit my job and therefore I couldn't go to SEMA. Well, I actually didn't try to because with quitting my job, I changed field and everything, so SEMA wasn't really on the priority list for a while until recently, and but by then I already had my company, everything was already built, and it was so easy to well, not so easy, it was easier to get the pass and the clearance for media to just so happened that the company that I chose to start was a media company, not a nail salon or something like that. Otherwise that would have been another story. But anyhow, so yeah, SEMA was great. See, a lot of people, talked to a lot of great personalities in the car industry. One thing remained the same: everybody's still very against the right to repair and right to modify act that is going on. And I can understand, because as cars are getting more and more sophisticated with all the sensors and technologies, it's a little bit manufacturers can't guarantee those systems to work if you modify the car. If you change the height of the car, the length of the car, the width of the car, you add things. So I can understand why that is becoming more and more, they're becoming more and more aggressive with the right to repair act. Well, not right to repair. Right to repair is what's trying to combat them not allowing people to modify their cars. So that is something that they talk about a lot. But I got to see a lot of cool cars, a lot of how to say that, personally developed ideas from different people. So SEMA is great for that. For a lot of kit cars that people made out of thin air or mixture. Like I spoke to Luke DeLay, founder at Marcel Custom Metal Shaping, and he had created his Marcel Roadster, which is, like he said, it's a mixture of a lot of cars that he just looked through books, cars that he's been infatuated with for a long time, and just pretty much put them all together and made his dream look car. And Marcel's Roadster is also named after his dad, which he worked with for over 47 years. He told me after we were done with the interview, who has passed about 4 years ago. So that's a tribute to him and everything. It took him about 4 years to make that vehicle. All in all, it was an amazing car. I got to see him drive it afterward at SEMA Ignited, and that brings me to segment number 2. SEMA Ignited. I've heard about it. I know so many friends that rave about it, but pretty much what SEMA Ignited is.
His tires coming apart there, shredding it till they're dead. Alec Robbins from Becker, Minnesota.
It's every car that is drivable that was inside of the showrooms, all of the showrooms, line up on a single file, and there are stage and bleachers where people can sit and stand. There are media sections right along the track where the cars just come in a single file cruise, and you get to see the cars actually moving, take pictures, video. You're not supposed to do any burnout. You're not supposed to do anything crazy, because God forbid something get out of hand and you destroy someone's car that is their one and only, and they've spent money. Everybody there spent thousands and thousands of dollars into their creation. So you don't want someone to be doing a burnout in a Civic and end up wrecking your one-of-a-kind 1930 old custom, because that happened. So unfortunately that did happen a couple times. Not the accident, but people, of course, they want to show off, they don't want to listen and do things like that. So But anyways, SEMA Ignited was really cool. The cars were wonderful, being able to see them out and moving. I took so many videos. It was really cool to see, because you see all different, again, because SEMA is all about the aftermarket, the tuner, the creator, the design, the artist, and all that. It's good to see that they get a platform where they can actually, you know, showcase and do things like that. And it was really cool to see and really cool to film, because I started in somewhat of that industry. That's how I started with photography, videography, because I used to go to car meets, car shows. I used to have every car that, you know, that you could think of. I had more cars in like a year than most people have in their lifetime, because I love cars. So I buy them, you know, do some stuff with them, fix them, drive them, then sell them, all different things. So that was my life for a while, and that's how I got into photography and videography. So that was that. It was really cool to see, because if you didn't have a chance to see all of those cars inside of the showrooms, because they were in different buildings and far apart, and if you couldn't walk to all of them, then you get to see them parade around in front of you, one after the other, and you get a chance to take a picture and look at them. Couldn't touch them because they're of course driving, but that was fun. That was really cool. So SEMA